What's up, guys? Matt Moda here with GoldBoys, here to give you 5 bets in 5 minutes. That's right, in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you my 5 favorite bets for tonight's betting slate. We're talking Tuesday, January 28th. Only 4 NBA games tonight, but I was able to find 5 bets for you guys to lock in. Now, we did have a pretty rough day yesterday, I'm not going to lie. And when I say pretty rough, it's about as rough as a day can possibly get. We didn't get any of our 5 plays to cash. Couple bad lucks, couple bad reads. Unfortunately, that happens. The nature of the business, we got to move on. Hopefully, today is a much better day, and we can get right into it. So plays number 1 and 2 are kind of related. It's Austin Reeves over 6.5 assists as our mainline play, full unit McSlam on this bad boy. And then I'm also putting a quarter unit on him to record a double-double as well. Now, for the double-double, the most likely scenario here is that he's going to get there on the assists, but he has gotten 10 rebounds a couple times recently, so it's not crazy. In terms of the assists, this is a play in a good matchup against a Sixers team that have allowed 9 of the last 15 point guards against them hit their assist prop over. And they've allowed the 10th most assists in general, just blanket, right? Not position specific, just assists in general. Austin Reeves has played 13 games this year without D'Angelo Russell. he's played 13 games without D'Angelo Russell. He's hit the over 6.5 in 8 of those 13 games. In 3 games he missed, he had exactly 6 assists. So he came close. You look at games that Austin Reeves has played without D'Angelo Russell against teams that are just in the bottom half in terms of assists allowed. He's had 7 or more assists in 6 of 8 games, 3 separate times getting to the 10 number. That would be great to cash out this double-double. So Austin Reeves over 6.5 assists and the double-double. Again, quarter unit on the double-double. I absolutely love for tonight. That's play numbers 1 and 2. Next up, we're going to go with Anthony Simons, 20 plus points matchup here against the Bucks, which is why we love this play for Anthony Simons. These two teams played earlier this month. Anthony scored 28 points in that one, so I do think that obviously he has the ability to get it done. The majority of his points come as the pick and roll ball handler. The Bucks have the 7th worst defense guarding pick and roll ball handlers in the entire NBA. In the areas in which the Bucks really struggle containing the pick and roll ball handler is from 3-point range. They've allowed the most attempted above the break 3-pointers over the last 10 games and the second most made. Literally 51% of Anthony Simons' points come from above the break 3-pointers, over half. The Bucks are also a bad defense, and these are correlated, stopping pull-up 3-point shots as well. And Anthony Simons is a good pull-up shooter, a top 20 in the league in terms of points that have come from pull-up shooting. So good matchup for his 3-pointers as well. The points was a little bit safer, which is why I went with that. But I love this play on Anthony Simons as our third play. Next up, we're going to go with Steph Curry, 8 plus assists. Now, it's a high number for Steph, but Draymond Green is out for this game, and he's cashed this number in 5 of 8 games without Draymond Green. Now, Kuminga did play in a couple of those. So if you look at games without Draymond and without Kuminga, it's 3 of 6, which is a little bit scarier, but still 50% hit rate. Someone needing to get that for plus 115 odds isn't terrible. It's all about the matchup. The Jazz have allowed, depending on what source you look at, either the most or the second most assists to point guards in the entire NBA. And it's been a matchup we've targeted all year for a point guard assist props. We look at Steph Curry. He had a game recently without Draymond Green, without Jonathan Kuminga against the Chicago Bulls, another team that you want to look at for point guard assist props. He had only 7 assists in that game, so he would not have cashed the 8 plus, but he had 17 potential assists. And that's honestly not something that's crazy to expect him to have another 15 to 17 potential assists because of the matchup against the Jazz. So I absolutely love it. Our 5th and final pick, we're going to go with Jalen Green, 25 plus points. We're pumping his number up a little bit to get juicy odds. Really, this is a positive regression fade of recent results. Jalen Green has missed this in 3 of his last 4 games and really just hasn't shot well in any of those 4 games. Prior to this 4-game stretch, he had scored 25 or more points in 8 straight games. So we can afford and forgive a little bit of a cold stretch after that insane run that he was on. Now he gets a matchup against a Hawks defense that allows the 4th most points per game to pick and roll ball handlers. Literally the most points per game allowed of the above the break 3-pointer, which is where the majority of Jalen Green's points come from. The Hawks also have the 3rd worst defense guarding points in the, guarding the restricted area, which is the 2nd shot zone in terms of where Jalen Green's points come from. So after a couple bad shooting games in a row, he going up against a horrible Hawks defense, I think he bounces back. And that's all we got. Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out goldboys.com. I'm on Twitter at JediModi, and have a good one.